This is a 1995 Walt Disney home video actual retail sales VHS copy release of this classical Western Roadhouse film, as you know. And this film came out that same day when the release from Walt Disney home video of Walt Disney's Angels in the Outfield. And after release, Walt Disney home video of Walt Disney's 32nd animated feature film, The Lion King, as well too. There's also a demo VHS of this film as well too. Tall Tale: The Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill, and I know it's on Disney Plus as well too, as you know. I'll order one that VHS copy of it. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. Here's the VHS look like for Walt Disney's Tall Tale: The Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill. And the print date is July 9th, 1995. Okay, let me give 1 second here, folks. I'm going to rerun the VHS as soon as possible here. So be on the lookout for it, folks. Stay tuned. Please hold. Alright, let me try this again here. Now, okay, the VHS has been rewind, so let's try this again here. Here's what it looks like for Walt Disney's Tall Tale: The Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill, and the print date is July 9th, 1995. Okay. I'm sorry, folks, I hate to tell you this. The video is made for kids. Take it or leave it, folks. Sorry. I just pop this baby in. Don't get a copyright from the Walt Disney Company, all that stuff. Okay, here we go, folks. Enjoy. Now, I do not own the copyrights. No copyright infringement intended for use content. Okay, folks. Fasten your seatbelts. Time for opening and closing to Walt Disney's Tall Tale: The Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill. All right, here we go, folks. Enjoy. All right, this is the next one before I get done for the night. All right, folks. Here it comes, lo and behold. For opening and closing to Tall Tale. Here we go, folks. Enjoy. Here it comes, folks. Here it comes. The flashbang bumpers.
Coming soon to own on video cassette.
Which has a preview for Walt Disney's A Goofy Movie.
The hit movie of the spring is now coming to home video.
In which I do have a Goofy Movie on VHS. I did open and closing to it. You want to see it, check it out. However, in this case, this one came out of theaters spring 1995. On April 7, 1995. Then, 2 months later, Walt Disney's 33rd animated feature film, Pocahontas, came out in theaters on summer 1995, on June 23rd, 1995. And then, months later, Thanksgiving 1995, the first Disney at Pixar released their first Pixar animated film, Toy Story, on Thanksgiving 1995. November 22nd, 1995 is the release date for Walt Disney's first Pixar animated feature film, Toy Story. There is also a demo VHS of Walt Disney's A Goofy Movie 1995 as well, too. This one turns 30 years old now. Walt Disney's A Goofy Movie. September 6, 1995 as well as the street day for it. Which has the same print day as my VHS of Walt Disney's The Santa Claus as well too. Has the same preview of heavyweights as on the VHS of Man of the House, as well as Squanto: A Warrior's Tale as well too. I never had that film Heavyweights before. I need to get that film sometime down the road. I'm gonna get the original pressing, but there's also a demo VHS of Walt Disney's Heavyweights as well too. Also, they're on summer camp, as you know, where they tell stories. And there's Ben Stiller, the son of Jerry Stiller. Rest in paradise to his father, Jerry Stiller, as well too. Okay, so just letting you guys know that I will do the opening and closing to another Disney film. I think I'm gonna do the Black Cauldron sometime after, and then Mulan afterwards too. Sometime for sure. I gotta do the opening and closing to 101 Dalmatians, and as well as That Darn Cat. Heavyweights. I don't have that film on VHS well too.
After his mom started dating, can't resist a pretty girl. You know what I mean?
I'm 11. I hate girls.
The same previews on my VHS of
Really, man of the house.
Squanto, A Warrior's Tale.
Yes.
Okay, so there's Chevy Chase. I know there's Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who known as the star from Home Improvement. And all that same a year ago that he played as young Simba in Walt Disney's 32nd animated feature film The Lion King. And also that same year of 1995 when he played as Tom Sawyer, Walt Disney's Tom and Huck, which you know Tom and Huck came out in theaters after Walt Disney's first Pixar animated film Toy Story as well.
The San Francisco Chronicle says it's loads of laughs.
So you like to see this film of this film called
Much better than this. It's the story
of
the father to be and the son who
Man in the House? I give it a watch. I never seen this film in my life or two.
closet.
There's only one preview at the end of Tall Tale at the Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill, and that's the Santa Claus
That's the best you can
at the end.
I had a score.
Has the same previews on my VHS of Cinderella.
They say that if you're pure in heart,
Okay, folks, after this preview, there's a stay tuned after the feature for another great preview, and now our feature presentation. But you don't see that on Disney VHS tapes that very often. But you don't see it on that many of those Disney VHS tapes that often, as you know.
I promise.
now he's on
It's after the preview of Gordy.
in a world that doesn't understand him,
Huh?
searching for a friend who does.
Wow. I'll get you. You deserve a
Well,
reward.
to be honest,
America's newest hero. If a pig can make it, anyone can. Sickening. Companies want him. Sign Gordy to a lifetime contract. Audiences.
I don't have the film Gordy in my life here too. Talented pig.
I sworn I heard you say
A piglet, huh?
That's right, you did.
Oink, oink. Oink, oink.
Miramax Family Films presents Kidnap Gordy, the story of a talking pig
People can't understand.
A talking pig, isn't it?
Time to listen.
who hit it big and touched the imagination of families everywhere. Gordy.
Okay, here comes the stay tuned after the feature bumper. Here it comes, folks. Here it goes. Here it comes, folks. Get it up. Here it comes.
Stay tuned after the feature for another great preview. And now, our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation, Walt Disney's Tall Tale, The Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill. There's one preview at the end, the Santa Claus. And there's the Caravan Pictures logo, which takes up the entire screen. The first who had it was the Three Musketeers. The last who had it was Inspector Gadget. Walt Disney Pictures presents Tall Tale, The Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill. and associated with Caravan Pictures. Okay, I do not own the copyright to this one too, as well too, as you know. Okay, folks. So here's the closing to Walt Disney's Tall Tale: The Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill, which has one preview at the end, and that is Walt Disney's The Santa Claus, starring Tim Allen. Came out shortly after Cinderella. Came out home video afterwards too.
Coming soon to own on video cassette. Hey yo! This Christmas, Scott Calvin's getting into the spirit.
Yep. Came out a few years after release Squanto, A Warrior's Tale.
By accident. Something should happen to me. Put on my suit. The reindeer will know what to do.
This is before Tim Allen. I know Tim Allen started as Tim the Toolman Taylor, his sitcom Home Improvement. And a year later, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear in Walt Disney's first Pixar animated film, Toy Story, alongside co-star Tom Hanks, voiced as Woody, as well too. The same previews on my VHS as Cinderella.
For God's sake. With the biggest name in Christmas. Name? Chris Kringle. Name?
I won't watch until this holiday season.
Nice teeth. The Santa Claus.
The street date first, October 25th, 1995, shortly after Cinderella. That's a wrap, folks. Alright, good night, folks. For tomorrow's, our Dalmatians and that darn cat. See you tomorrow, guys.